stream of men and women who shall serve thee faithfully in thy world. Amen.
Thank you, Timothy. Um, so first we have our HOD sir, which is Dr. Armstrong Durst, who will be speaking to us. Uh, we welcome you, sir. Thank you for being with us and sharing the knowledge that you have with all of us. So over to sir.
Good morning, everyone. It's been nice and wonderful to see you all in the webinar. I know it's a very, very difficult time, and everyone is now like worried whether they'll be now getting admission in a college or not. But in spite of all that, I'm very happy that you all have come on time. Because for any program to begin, the participants and everyone should be on time. I'm very happy that we are able to begin on time. That shows the kind of professionalism and the kind of preparation that has gone into this program. And we have close to about 86 participants here. And we hope people would join us. What I would suggest is please stay with us for the next 40 minutes or so. And this would definitely be a very, very useful session for all the students. Okay, and we have with us the students, we have with us the faculty members, the teachers of schools, we have with us the parents also, and we have our own students, and we have our own faculty members, the peer group we have, an excellent faculty team we have in MCC BBA. I welcome you all, and it's been nice to speak to you. And the topic which we would be speaking to is the most important one. Okay, now because we get a lot of mails about whether I should go into a particular domain, but which domain I should select and how do I select it. Okay, and we thought at this time it is very important the students come to know about the different domains, different career options which are there in management studies. Okay, because this one particular field keeps changing a lot, right? And because of that, now we need to really work hard on that. Okay, now I'll be talking something on business administration, the careers in business administration. All right, next slide, please. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now we would like to know about when no, please, yeah, birth of management, right? We would like to know when management actually started, right? When this concept actually started. We all know that science, maths is a very old subject, and now we have somebody in called Aryabhatta. Like these are pioneers in mathematics. Okay, and we have scientists for physics, chemistry, and all that. Okay, but let me tell you, management is a very, very old subject, right? I would say one of the oldest subjects in the history, which is currently prevailing. Okay, I'll give you one example. Now, when man started to live in the world, now when that has happened, at least 5,000 years ago, right? I should say even 5,000 years ago, management was practiced. I'll give you a small example. During those times, there was a head of a family. He used to go out for hunting, right? And of course, yes, planning was there. Now he has to go into the forest, in a particular time, right? When animals are there, and again, it requires planning. And he used to organize some, his teammates accordingly. And of course, yes, organizing was there. Okay, and he need to pick up the best people to fight the animals, so that they become victorious and they're able to get the animals back, and other things. Of course, staffing was also there, and directing and controlling as well, right? And let me tell you this, right from the beginning of civilization, management was practiced knowingly or unknowingly, at home or even outside. Next slide, please. And of course, yes, now these are some evidences that management was practiced. Okay, and we have the ancient civilization, the Egyptian civilization, the Greek civilization. Okay, you can see now the structures there. it was built, okay, because proper management was practiced. It was not easy to build, they didn't have modern gadgets, they did not have modern machineries, okay. All these were built by men, okay, using the principles of management which we learn today. Next slide, please. And let me tell you, even in India, right? So in India, now we have very strong. India is the oldest, kind of an older country compared to whether other countries in the world. Okay, so India, let me tell you, management was there in Harappan civilization. There were people, like who were able to. Uh, uh, the economy of the country was very, very strong, right? So that is why so many kings, so many people came to conquer India. And that is why even the British also came to conquer India. You can see that blue line there, which shows that from Chennai, uh, trade was done. Okay, and I should give this example. Chola dynasty, okay, the Chola kings were able to do trade, from Chennai, and they were able to, sell the products across the world, across the world. Just imagine, during those times, only ship was there, and this particular brand, that tiger mark, that is the brand for Chola Empire. And this particular brand, they used to have the products, they branded with the Chola, like a symbol. When people see that brand, they believe that the quality will be there. Okay, so quality was practiced, brand equity was there, and all that was there. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay. Now the point here is, when did management began as a discipline, right? So knowingly or unknowingly, people were practicing management at their home, at the place of work, in order to survive. But when did management began as a discipline, right? Management began as a discipline in the 19th century, the beginning of 19th century, when industrialization slowly kicked in. Okay, so during that time, people, this factory system was there. People went to a factory, they started to work, machines were used in a factory. Okay, so that is when management developed. So we have now some people, forefathers in management. We call them pioneers in management by name F.W. Taylor and Henry Fayol. And these are the people who gave some ideas about what management is. Okay, next slide. And then when did management uh, came into India as a discipline, right? And I should say Indian Institute of Management, IIM, right? So this was a pioneer institute, the first institute which started in India exclusively for management as a discipline, right? I should say in somewhere in 1950s, this particular institute started, and along with that, other institutes started, and that is how management as a discipline evolved. Okay, next slide. Now we into this concept, right? So when you take management, it's a general term, it's a generic term, it's a common term. In management, in business, okay, there are various subdivisions. Now, when you get into a company, you will be getting into one functional area, one particular domain, one particular business. Okay, you won't be getting into various, functional areas. Either you get into one, you specialize in it, you become master in it, and then you move on. Okay, and some of the disciplines are international business, right? So we'll be touching upon that. Operations management, in the company, in the factory, you'll be having something like this. And of course, finance, it's a evergreen field. Human resource management, digital marketing, marketing management, and business analytics. Now we'll be seeing all that in detail, right? Next slide. Of course, yes. Now this is the picture most of us would be, when the students doing BBA and MCC, when we ask them which functional area would like to pick up, or maybe even the students who have just passed out, we ask them, which functional area would you like to take? It's something like, no, this particular picture they are in. Now, some of the students also, no, the 12th standard students, no, when they want to come into college, we ask them, no, what is your ambition? Where you will be in the next 3 years time, in next 5 years time, in next 10 years time? No, they are absolutely clueless. Okay, so it's like, no, you're heading towards a junction, or you don't know which way to go. But let me tell you, it is always important to do that self discovery. What skills you actually possess. With that, then maybe you can do a matching with the job requirement. And if you do a matching with the job requirement, obviously you'll be able to have a very sound, very promising career ahead of you. Okay, we would be trying to give you some information about which road is better. We'll give you information about the various roads which are there in management, various functional areas which are there in management, and then you can decide which one is better, so that maybe the kind of education you'll be taking for the next 3 years or 5 years would definitely be very helpful for the next 30 years or 40 years of your career. So this is decision time for you. You have to decide which functional area is going to be very useful, is going to be suitable, and you can shine in that functional area. Can we go to the next slide? So I'll start with marketing. Now, how we go about is, now I'll be going with certain functional areas, and then Professor Serena will be going with certain functional areas, and then I'll be closing this talk. And then we'll be having a lot of question answer sessions, and followed by an open session where you can participate live, which most of the students would be looking to also, right? The first and the foremost is the career in marketing, right? The marketing is one of the main functional areas in management. The difference between marketing and other functional areas is, in other functional areas, money is invested. Okay, in production, money is invested. In plant, machines, in human resource management, money is invested. But marketing is where the money comes back to the company. You sell a product and the money comes back to the company. And you know pretty well that it is important the money has to come back to the company, right? You're investing 10 rupees, you get 15 rupees, and that is profit. Okay, and that has been taken care by marketing. And you know that these are some areas in marketing: product development, distribution, selling, okay, pricing, promotion. Fine. Let me go on to the next slide. Fine. Okay. Now, this is one area in marketing. We call it as niche area or a specialized area. Okay, niche area or a specialized area, right? So in marketing, we have something called as digital marketing. And you know pretty well, during the past 1.5 years, right, things have changed completely. Things have changed drastically, right? Now, what has happened is people were into a lockdown mode. Now, people weren't able to move around, okay? And that is when people understand the importance of digital marketing. That is when people understand how we can connect to the consumers even without moving from the company, or maybe the customer being there at his home itself, right? And this is one area in marketing which is going to stay, which is going to improve in the years to come. If you want to take a career in digital marketing, right? So maybe you need to be very, very familiar with all this, okay? So there is something called as social media in marketing, right? Company use this, Facebook, Twitter, no, Instagram. Companies use this. This was never heard of at all. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was never heard of. But now, these are very, very important marketing tools, okay? And companies use this. Just imagine Flipkart and Amazon. But they have completely changed the way. Can we have everyone muted? Just a request. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide, please. Are we able to move to next slide? Yes or no? Yeah. So then you have something called a supply chain management, right? So supply chain management is how a product is moved from raw material to finished goods. So from raw material, the product has to move to the place of manufacturing. From place of manufacturing, it has to maybe a factory. It has to move to the ultimate customer. The entire thing is called supply chain management. And this again is a huge area in management, which has now come off late. Supply chain management, you have models for that. And this is another field you can think of, right? Next slide. And I should mention this, Amazon, fine. It all started off with a very small company in a garage, in a place, rented place, right? In a car shed in America. So Jeff Bezos is a person who started this company. It started as a book selling company, right? So they want to sell some old books, right? So they started a company like this. And just imagine, right? I just heard a interview of Jeff Bezos, right? 20 years ago. Now his vision was different, fine, and he has become one of the richest person in the world today, right? See the transformation it has created, and just because Amazon is there, fine, we are able to survive. No, let me tell you that. Even if you want medicine, even you want grocery, even you want like vegetables, right? Name anything from A to Z, just at the click of your mouse. Now you get the product across, fine. So you don't have to go out, and they have a very good supply chain management. Next slide, please. Of course, yes, human resource management, and Dr. Serena would be explaining more on that. But let me tell you, human resource management is a challenging one. To deal with human beings is more difficult. You can deal with machines, you can deal with raw material, but to deal with human beings is a challenging one. But now people become masters in it. In olden times, people used to call that as personal management. But now things have changed. It is not only with the factory, it is also with the office. And human resource management is again an excellent field to explore upon. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. And of course, this again is an excellent field. Productions and operations management. Now we have some papers in BBA also. We have something called as total quality management, TQM, right? So where the quality of a material has been tested, how do you ensure quality? There is something called as Six Sigma, right? Zero defective product. Okay, all these are new ideas which has come. And also stores management. Inside a company, you'll be having a lot of stores, raw materials, finished goods, inventory. Now, all this has to be maintained in an optimum way. Now, how do we do that? Is through production and materials management. This is another field which you can explore upon. Next slide, please. Okay, international business, right? So when we speak about international business, Chennai is connected by road, it has been connected by rail, it has been connected by sea. You have a harbor, you have an airport, and it's been well connected by road and rail. Okay, so when you go close to the harbor, there are a lot of companies, you call that as C&F agents, clearing and forwarding agents. Now what they do is they transport the products. Okay, they transport the products, they embark the products in the ship. They offload the products from the ship. Through ship, huge amount of goods are transported across. It could be finished goods, it could be semi-finished or raw materials. Okay, so there is a huge business in terms of international trade is concerned. And if you want to become an importer or exporter, government of India has a license for that. You need to apply for that. If you're more than 18 years, you can apply for this license, right? It requires just about 1,000 rupees. Now you pay 1,000 rupees, you become a licensed person, and you can export and import value added products. Now you have mango, you convert that into pickles. Pickles is a value added product. Okay. And as far as India is concerned, agriculturally, we are very strong. Any product we take, we can convert that as a value added product and we can export. You can start it as a hobby. Over a period of time, now you become a huge businessman in international business as well. Next slide, please. And of course, yes, now this is what most of the people are talking about: data analyst, right? Data science, okay. And this is one area which has really, blossomed, which has really come out, okay, the last 5 years or so, right? What is this data analysis? It's very simple. There are huge quantity of data. Now, this data has to be analyzed, right? Just imagine YouTube, right? You go to a YouTube channel. The next time you visit YouTube, the YouTube has already collected data from you, which channels you like, okay? And they will be giving similar videos which you like. You don't have to go to the search button again. And that is data analytics. Already the data is being collected. Yes, you like these channels. Now, let's say, for example, suppose you like cooking or something like that. No, you have checked some videos, as far as making some nice new dishes are concerned. Next time you click YouTube, automatically a lot of videos related to cooking comes, and that is data analytics, right? And similarly, that has been applied to all the fields, not only in companies. Now, even let's say, for example, you want to grow some wheat or vegetables or whatever it is. Data shows how much water is required, optimum use of water, optimum use of time, optimum use of resources and money, so that the productivity is increased, okay, so that the results are multiplied. And that is how this data analytics works. And what you require is Python. Of course, people are studying Python in 12th standard. It's a very simple language, and you have R, and you need to know something about the basics in data. Okay, so you feed in data, you give the information to the computer. The computer will generate models, and it will give you the results. You need to interpret which model is better. Okay, and that is how it works. And of course, SPSS, and that's a very strong package, software package, which would definitely help students to get a hands-on experience on data analysis as well. Next slide, please. And then we have this different jobs: data scientist, decision scientist, data science manager, statistician, okay, data engineer, data architect, all that related to data. So various companies are looking at this aspect. And let me tell you, in Chennai, there are 5 big companies which are likely to come to start data centers, okay, data analysis centers. Even nowadays, poll election results, right? They do a lot of data analysis, right? Never ever have thought that that can be done. Even in election, which strategy will work, okay? The population distribution, all that information is studied deeply. Even in sports, in cricket, data analysis has been done. So which is the strength of a particular batsman, which is the weakness of a batsman, how many times he has got out for a bouncer, right? Then obviously they will work it out, they will set the field accordingly, and they put a bouncer. Obviously that guy succumb to it. So all this is data analysis, right? Fine. Next slide. Next slide. All right. So from now on, I give the session to Serena ma'am. She'll be explaining about career options, in other fields as well. Once she has finished, so maybe I'll come back and I'll try and wind up. Over to Serena ma'am. Dr. Serena.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you, sir. Hope everyone is able to hear me properly. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So good morning, everybody. Good morning to all the parents and students who are attending this session. Hope this session is very relevant to you, especially, as sir mentioned, your crossroad as to which course you have to choose, which one will be good for, which will be a value adding for your future. So my inputs will be based on that. So I'll be touching upon these 4 areas. So what are the right now trending? What are the jobs that will be of good value in the near future? Learnings and the skills that you should be acquiring right now in the next 3 years or 5 years down the line, that you fit exactly to the job profiles that are prevailing in the market. And then as recruiters, as companies and organizations to hire you, you might think, why should I really bother about this right now? But it is not too far, isn't it? So what recruiters exactly expect from candidates? And ultimately, once you get recruited, that's not enough, isn't it? So what will bring success to you in the workplace? So I'll be quickly reviewing all these topics. So recently, last week, the World Youth Skill Day was celebrated on 15th July, where our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he has also mentioned about the very same topic that we are discussing today. So skill, reskill and upskill. So you acquire skills and you practice that over and over again. And then you have to even upskill. Upskilling is you learn new set of skills because the business environment is constantly changing. So that is what he has also stressed upon. And if you see here, LinkedIn, which is a professional networking site. So they have actually listed some of the top in-demand jobs that are there in maybe the next entire decade. So I have picked up a few areas which are really going to thrive in the next few years. So financial markets, let us get into the details of that. So first, let me take the information about stock markets. So some of you might already be having an idea about what the stock markets are. And in spite of the present situation, whether it is the COVID pandemic that is there for around 1.5 years now, okay, in spite of all these things, we constantly observe that the stock markets in India are continuously rising. Okay, because it is not just dependent on only few companies. So some companies are operating at 50% capacity and all that, but still we see the stock market indices are rising. So if you see software companies on one side, they are hitting a new record every day. Okay, so what might be the reason? Because the stock market trends are not dependent on only one area or one sector asset. So the software companies on one side, and then you have the automobile sector, iron and steel, everything contributes to the operation of these stock exchanges. And even the vaccination drive in India is happening in full swing, and it is very optimistic. The stock market is very optimistic, and they predict, all predictions say that the Sensex would hit a new high of 53,200 points by this year end. So why are we discussing this right now? Because there are a lot of career options even here. So I have listed some of them, risk analyst or equity analyst, research analyst, and portfolio analysis, just to help customers or investors where they have to invest. So these are all thriving job profiles which are coming up, and you can get certifications in this. And when you choose a management course, aspiring management students can even go for these courses. And these courses are actually embedded into the curriculum as well. So what is more encouraging is what you see here. To the right of your screen, you see some stockbroking firms. So stockbrokers are basically those who help investors to buy and sell securities. Okay, and what you see in the left of your screen, to the left is investment banks. Again, they are into similar profession. They act as an intermediary between companies and investors. So just look at the variety, the plethora of companies which are there. So which are hiring at a high pace. So many hirings are taking place in these job profiles. So it's really encouraging. If you're interested in stock markets, you can take it up. And the next area which I wanted to touch upon is HR analytics. So as I was pointing out, HR, the role of a HR person. Many of you might be really wanting to take up a HR profession in future. So this HR role has itself shifted. So previously, if you see 20 years back, it was more of an administrative role. You have to just maintain employee records and all those things. But now the entire thing has changed, maybe into a strategic role where they have to see what is the organization heading, what is the organization's goal, and then they have to align accordingly. Whatever resource they take in should be aligned with the organization goal. So HR analytics is very simple. They use the people related information. Take, for instance, a company has around 30,000 employees. So just using the demographics. So demographics, now how many people are of male gender, how many employees are of female gender. And if you take the company, take for instance, the company is there in Chennai and they're opening up a new center in Delhi or Noida. Okay, so now you can take from your own HR data, the HRMS you can take, and you can find out how many people are from the northern part of India, and then you can try to relocate them. So these kind of decision making with the help of systems is all taken up by HR today. So it's again, HR professionals with analytical skills are really required in the present scenario. And the third thing is about cyber security and artificial intelligence. So this is also a really good area to explore as students. And if you see the picture over here to the left, Exfino, it is again a recruitment firm which is based in Bangalore. It says, statistics says that they require 70,000 cyber professionals, people who know about cyber security and stuff like that. Okay, this year alone, this is the requirement. So just imagine, and then even artificial intelligence. These demand for these kind of jobs are actually increasing. Why these demands are increasing? Obviously, because the number of internet users have risen, isn't it? So by 2025, they predict that in India alone, there will be 900 million internet users. And right now, there are about 620 million internet users. So obviously, the chance of cyber attacks and cyber data breaches, WikiLeaks and all that. Every day we listen to the news about people information, whatever they talk over the phone is getting leaked out. All these things are there. So security breaches are happening, and to protect that, whether it is a software company or it is going to be the banking domain. You have banks, right? HDFC or Axis Bank, all of them have confidential data about customers. Similarly, if you take Flipkart, all these retail giants, online retail giants, isn't it? So we have Amazon or Flipkart or eBay, all these things. So data security is a must in any field, whether even if it's an automobile company, their design work, everything has to be in a very secure way. And so the demand for cyber security analysts, security architects, ethical hackers. So these are all really good emerging fields. So if you're interested in all these things, you can take up courses in your BBA, specialized. You can choose, actually, you can opt for these courses. And then later on for your higher studies, you can even specialize in this. So some of the areas like artificial intelligence, all these, what is artificial intelligence again? If you see the voice assistants that you have, if you're using an Apple phone, the Apple Siri, and then Alexa, which is very popular nowadays, isn't it? And then Amazon's Echo Dot, all your voice recognition systems, they all include this technology of artificial intelligence. So as managers, they have their own role in implementing these technologies. So there is more scope for work and job profiles in even that area. Okay. So if you see the workplace trends in general, maybe another 3 years or 5 years down the line, it will be full of digital natives. Who is a digital native? You should be really aware of this new term. All the students who are attending today's class, this particular session, you are all digital natives. Why? Because you are born and brought up in a digital era. So you are easily you can get into a technology, you can learn a software. You are very much comfortable with these smartphone and other gadgets. So you are used to it. If I give you a software, you can learn it on your own. So that is the advantage that present generation has. And if you see the workplace, so surveys show that very soon the workplace will be dominated by millennial generation and Gen Z. Millennials, people born between 1985 or 1980 to 1995, and people, you all will fall under the generation Z. That is, you were born somewhere after 1996 up to 2010. So if you see the next 10 years, within the next 10 years, these two generations will actually be dominating the workplace. There are no geographical boundaries. You simply travel anywhere that you want across the globe. So it's again what I can say, it's a globalized world, isn't it? So embrace these technologies. You need to learn these skills or you delay, but somehow or the other, you have to learn all these skills. So that is the crux of this presentation. So finally, if you see what do companies expect? So if you see the center part of the screen, you have technical skills. So that is what we were talking all about. What technical skills you have to acquire today. Okay, and apart from that, you have other skills also, isn't it? That is also important. Creativity, your adaptability to a situation, resilience, how flexible you are. If somebody gives a negative comment about your work, okay, so you should not get difficult with that situation. So what you need to do, quickly come out of it and then adapt to that situation and then give a productive output. So that is resilience. And then critical thinking. So these are the other skills that you should be possessing. And all that, if you do a distance education course, these skills are difficult to acquire then. Just by reading a book, you cannot acquire a skill, isn't it? So it has to be practiced when you work as a team in a management school and things like that. Okay. And the last part of it, even though you have good technical skills, you are creative. You are by birth, you are very creative. All that is there. But what will exactly decide your success in the workplace? Can anybody guess? So as I have shown in the picture over there, IQ, EQ, both are there, isn't it? So your emotional skills matter a lot. A person might be, you have passed out of a very good B school or a management institution. He must be very intelligent, might be good at analytical skills. But once you land in the company, you cannot control your emotions. Okay, so then it becomes a problem. So emotional skills, what makes you angry, what makes you happy, who annoys you, what situation annoys you, what makes you anxious. All these things you should be aware. And similarly, your social skills also should be good. You cannot always be saying that I know everything and I can finish this job. It should be a teamwork, isn't it? So if you have to be really successful in any career you go, whether it is going to be a teaching career or it is going to be in a corporate scenario, your emotional quotient. So this picture itself explains that the greater part of the iceberg, which is hidden, is your emotional skills, and you should be really strong at that. And that can come only by practice. So to sum up, you can see the hardcore, that the technical skills on the one side, just like the left and right hemisphere of a brain. So both these skill sets, soft skills on one side, whatever I was explaining, the creative skills, communication, problems solving, decision making, and your technical skills together will make you very successful in your future workplace. To sum up, if you see, what we have done in the BBA curriculum in our colleges, that we have incorporated all the topics that I have discussed. Sir was talking about analytical, data analytics, financial markets, business law, which also includes cyber law and cyber security. And then psychology paper, where you can understand what kind of a personality you are. Okay, so how to manage your emotions, how do you perceive things around you. All these things have been incorporated into the curriculum, into the BBA curriculum, so that we actually close the gap between what the industry requires and the academic experience. So I think sir will be continuing with the next slide. And yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It was indeed a power-packed presentation with a lot of information, and I'm sure that the students would immensely benefit from your talk as well. I'll just complete with a few slides. Most of the students now have a bit of idea that what are the functional areas which are there in management. Though this is the first time, some of you already know it. Now all that is fine, okay? But at least through this webinar, now you come to know that there are some specific functional areas which you can really, think about, taking your career into. Okay, so then definitely the purpose of this webinar is solved. Okay, and I'm sure that through this slide, something nice and good is happening in our country, right? India, let me tell you, is one of the best countries to be in. As ma'am mentioned about Gen X, millennials, and all that. India is having a very strong, working population, right? Now, if you consider Japan or some other countries, the working population is becoming older and older. Young people are not there much. Now you think about Canada. Canada is saying, no, all people come, we give you immigration, right? There is no people to work there. And similarly, even if you consider Finland, Norway, all these countries, they score very good in terms of being as a good country. But in terms of workforce are concerned, there are no people to work. Okay, but India, youngsters are there, right? So because of that, because of China sentiment nowadays, okay, companies are moving out of China. And when companies are moving out of China, they want to come to India. India is one of the destinations which companies are looking into, right? And being India is one of the top destination, I should say Tamil Nadu is one of the prime destinations of the companies as well, right? And recently, 2 days ago, our Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin mentioned that his vision is to make Tamil Nadu as 1 trillion economy. That is 1/5 of what India is doing. No, India is aspiring to become 5 trillion economy, but Tamil Nadu, no, in 2 years, 3 years time, and that is the target that they have set. Okay, they want to become 1 trillion economy. How do they do it? And you can see from this slide there, investment conclave. They are inviting companies to start up in India. They are saying that maybe we want to have a single window system, which means the company just registered that maybe you can start the business immediately, right? Within 24 hours. Now they say that they want to achieve this. A company registers, they want to apply to start business, and in about as short as possible, there shouldn't be waiting time and all that. The companies can start their business, and they are trying to encourage that as well. So which means employment is going to increase. When employment is going to increase, skilled people are required. So it is essential we equip ourselves with the skills required. And when a company is there, of course, marketing people are required. When a company is there, finance people are required. HR people are required. People who take care of psychology, people are there in the company. Psychologists are required. Maybe not like people who are good in man management, people management, they are required. So it is essential you equip yourself with the skills required. Okay, and I'm sure that this particular session is an eye opener for you, and maybe you would be having a lot of doubts, no doubt about it. You can definitely keep in touch with us. This is one of my favorite quotes, right? What Bruce Lee, people know about Bruce Lee being a kung fu master and all that. Okay, but let me tell you, has given various quotes, which are really worth, the words in gold. Okay, what he says here is, I fear not the man. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear that man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. I fear that man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times, which means it is important we pick up the functional area and we specialize. We get in-depth knowledge into a functional area, and then there'll be a lot of offers. There'll be a lot of companies saying, please do come and work for us. Okay, but we become jack of all trades and master of none. So then will be no man's land. So it is essential to find out which skill is adequately there in me. Find out, do something called as self-discovery. Find out what is your strength. Based on that, for this, you can talk to your teachers, you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your parents, and find out which skill you have. God has blessed each and every one. You are very unique. Okay, what skill I have, others might not be having. Certain skills I have more. Certain skills you be having more. Try and work on that. Okay, don't work on your weakness. Already what you have, try and work on that. Identify that, and maybe pick up the functional area which suits that, and become a master in it. Don't practice 10,000 different kicks. Practice one kick 10,000 times and you become a master. Whatever it is, whatever functional area you take, be it marketing, become a master in digital marketing. Okay, be it data analytics, become a master in digital data analytics. Okay, so that in India you become the person, the authority in data analytics, right? You can take India, because India needs people like you. Okay, the country requires people like you. There's a lot of potential in this country. There's a lot of future in this country. So it is essential we equip ourselves adequately. Okay, I think with this few words, I should say thank you for your patient listening. It's been wonderful talking to you all. Okay, and I'm sure that this session, as we promised, we kept it for about 30 to 40 minutes or so, and uh, this is what we wanted to speak to you all, the school students. Okay, and please keep in touch with us. Maybe through mail. That is the best method. Where do I get my mail ID? It is available in the college website. Okay, so check the college website. My mail ID is available. Any other faculty, you want to speak to them, you can send a mail across to them. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now you join the department or maybe you join the college. It doesn't matter. We are open, to help you out at any time. Any queries you have, okay, we are here to help you out. Maybe through your life, and that is what we really practice also. Our students who are passed out from us, they keep in touch with us. The department is there for more than 20 years, but still our students who are passed out do come back to us. They come and meet us. Okay, that is the kind of relationship we cherish. Okay, and any information more, definitely you can send a mail across to us, and we would respond accordingly. Thank you for your patient listening. Okay, we move on to the next session, the most important, the Q&A session. And already some questions you're posted. We would answer that quickly, and then we would keep that open to everyone so that you can we can take that question one by one. I request everyone to switch on your video if possible, so that will be nice and interesting. Okay, so this session will be there for another 15 to 20 minutes. Now that's what I would say, not much than that. 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so you can switch on your video. It will be nice and interesting. Yeah. I request Professor Esther to share the screen with the questions which we already have. Okay, so I'll quickly answer certain questions which we already have, right? Okay, please scroll down. Okay, I'll take down the first question. How do I select my functional domain? How do I select my functional area? It's a very important question. That's the purpose of having this seminar. Look, what is your strength? Don't bother about your friend. Okay, now, because most of the time people find out what my neighbor is doing, what my friend is doing, would like to copy that. Forget it, right? Look, what is your strength? What you like a lot? What are you happy about? What are you passionate about? Okay, whether you're passionate about HR, whether you're passionate about finance, okay, look for that. And you can even ask, if you have a doubt, you can ask your friends, am I really a person suitable for HR? Or you can ask a HR guy who's already working in a company, right? What is the nature of HR job? Okay, that is what I said. There are about 4 or 5 roads which are leading. Okay, it is difficult to go in one road, come back again to take another road. It's waste of time. So select the right functional area the first time itself. Life is settled. You get a good job, you get a good career when you're at 23, 24, right? Maybe even in 21, 22. Most of the students have been placed in campus recruitment. Okay, that is very nice and interesting. I'll take the second question, make it short. Types of MBA courses that can be chosen. As I told you, all that you study in BBA, about 80% of that is there in MBA. The same concept you'll be learning there. Okay, again in MBA, you have some specialization. One semester full, there is some specialization. You can take up courses related to finance, marketing, HR, or other domain. But in BBA, we have generic course, but we offer specialization as part of optional papers, right? So when we discuss the curriculum, I'll explain that also. About upcoming careers in management and the salary, management, as I told you, this is the best time to be there in India and also in Tamil Nadu. A lot of things are happening, right? Industry is slowly coming back, right? slowly coming back. Opportunities are more. They require skilled people, and in management, there is always a need for skilled people. The moment you complete your degree, job offers are available. Best job offers are available. As ma'am pointed out, you equip yourself, definitely yes. Point number 4, question, is career guidance provided in MCC BBA? Yes, we have something called as mentors in the department, right? Faculties are assigned, and we would definitely look into that. We would talk to you, we would find out which skill you already have, and we would try and develop that skill based on your strength, and career guidance is provided right from first year onwards. Point number 5, about the different career options in management colleges. I think I've answered that, right? I'll go to question number 6. What are the subjects in BBA course? How is it different from other courses, right? Commerce or BBA, future generation. Okay, right. I'll take that last. Okay, now I have another curriculum. We'll give you our curriculum, and that maybe will explain what are the subjects we have. And can BBA student do a CA program? Yes, BBA students can do a CA program. There are some of our students who have completed foundation course while in college. Okay, and there are some students who completed CA program also, right? They have completed CA, they have completed ACS, associate company secretaryship. They've done that also, right? Point number 8, finance management. Is it ideal, possible to do both, right? See, finance is one of the functional areas in management, right? One of the functional areas in management, right? But when you go up in the organization, all that, you know that pretty well, organization has a pyramid structure. The moment you go up in the organization, middle level, then you start doing management. Okay, so when you're in the entry level, you do that technical skill. Now you need to be very strong in technical skill. But once you put in about 5 years, 10 years of experience in a company, then obviously you need to have something called as a managerial skill as well. Is foundation entry or direct entry of CA that is best? I would suggest you do the foundation course. Okay, similarly complete a degree also, right? Because there are some students now who want to get into CA. They do full-time CA program. You do full-time CA program, you get into CA, you clear that, it is fine. But some people, they are not able to clear. If they're not able to get, they don't get a degree also. We would suggest you complete a degree, you complete your foundation, and now you aspire for the final, and you already have a degree in hand, and you get a CA, it is fair enough. You don't get a CA, even then you can do your post-graduation. Instead of doing CA full-time, so maybe that is risk. So maybe, as ma'am pointed out, it is not only, technical skills alone that matters. You need to come to a college, you need to come sit down, you need to talk to your friends. That learning is also very important. Okay, is BBA, okay, all right. Company secretaryship, I think we have answered that. Question number 11, compare BBA and BCom course. Okay, BBA, let me tell you, management is our oldest discipline, right? Now, as far as BCom is concerned, when you want to do BCom, people do MCom also. You want to become a teacher, right? You do a BCom and an MCom. You want to get into a company, right? You can do definitely BBA and an MBA, right? MBA, it could be a MBA program or post-graduation as IIMs offer, right? And another difference between BBA and BCom is BCom concentrates more into finance as a functional area. They're more into finance. Some people don't want to get into finance, okay? Whereas BBA concentrates on wide functional areas, right? Finance, we concentrate on marketing, we concentrate on HR, we concentrate on data analytics, right? There are more functional areas. It's a management discipline as such, right? when you study BBA, as I told you, 80% of what is there in MBA is already there in BBA. So if you go for an MBA program, definitely that will be very, very helpful. Whereas no, in terms of BCom, I would say only about 40% of what is there in BCom is there in MBA. Now that is what I said. No, it's more skewed towards finance as a functional area. Some people don't want to get into finance, so definitely yes, BBA is a better option for them. Point number 12: our career in management diminishing due to other options due to improvement in technology? I would say no, right? Whatever be the technology, whatever be the improvement in technology, people management is essential, right? HR is going to be there, marketing is going to be there. The mode might change. Now, instead of going door to door, now you have digital marketing. But anyway, marketing is essential, right? So people might not be having face-to-face meeting. Of course, Zoom meeting is essential. So when you have Zoom meeting, obviously you need to have the marketing skills to put it across. Point number 13, BBA, LLB, or just an LLB for 3 years, right? As I told you before, I would suggest complete a degree, right? If you want to get into law, because when you get into law, then it is a very, very narrow functional area. You get into law, you can't do something beyond that. Now, you cannot get into marketing, or you cannot get into data analytics, right? You want to get into law. Law is what your career has to be. Whereas BBA, it is more of a general course, right? And after BBA, if you feel still, yes, I want to do law, you can opt for that. But if you're very clear, yes, I want to get into law, then obviously you can go for LLB. Point number 14, our guidance for IAS studies been available in MCC? Yes. In MCC, we have this guidance for IAS. Right now, we have a career counseling for IAS. We have coaching for IAS, and you can enroll for that. Point number 15, after BBA or MBA entrepreneurship, the only option, is there any other specialization, right? Of course, entrepreneurship is to start a business all by yourself. That's a good option. And in MCC, we have this entrepreneurial network, which has kicked in a lot, okay? Now we have MCC, MRF Innovation Center, where there's a lot of plans for the college we have right now. And this is the best time to be there, okay? Where a lot of funds are going to be there to start your own business, okay? On campus, and already some students are working on it. Even some of our own BBA students, they have started some companies, they have registered companies, okay, and they're working on it, right? So startup options are available. Point number 16, can science students apply for BBA? Yes, science students or any student, be it art or science, can apply for BBA, and you are eligible to apply. But generally, commerce is preferred, right? But still, science students are eligible to apply. You score good marks, and you don't want to become, get into engineering, you don't want to become a doctor, fine, fair enough. Management is a career, which is lucrative. You can become one of that, right? Is integrated BBA MBA program an option? I would suggest complete your BBA. Then you have an idea of which functional area you're interested in. But when you get into integrated BBA MBA program, right, the people you meet will be very limited. In your class, you'll be meeting with just about the 40 people or 50 people or 60 people. To be with 60 people for 5 years is not advisable. What we would say is finish your BBA program or MBA, any UG program, and then go for a PG program. That gives you a lot of options. With more students, you can learn a lot. With the same set of people, you cannot learn a lot, right? So then it's kind of a boring thing as well. What is the percentage requirement? Okay, 19. Best colleges available for the, now I can't answer that. You apply for colleges, definitely more You have this India Today ranking. You can look into it. You can check the college websites. Okay, find out which college is better, right? And aspire, to get into the best colleges. And one suggestion I would say is, there are certain colleges which go by merit. Okay, when the entry is difficult, obviously it means that there is something nice and good in it. But some colleges, they open the doors and they say that anybody comes in gets admission. That's not the case. Okay, so you find out which college is really worth, and you can apply for that. What are the concepts? Percentage requirement? Definitely yes. No, it's on the higher side. We follow this government quota as far as BBA is concerned. So whatever government norms are, we follow that, the quota wise. It varies. No, last year I would say that 95% cutoff is required. This year, obviously, more marks are there for the students. Cutoff might also increase. What are the concepts covered? Definitely, we would explain that. Placement opportunities, yes, placement opportunities are provided. We have a placement cell in college, and even our own students are being placed in that also. Is the course syllabus now date covering industrial advancement? Yes, it is up to date. We have revised the curriculum in 2021-22 batch. It's a new curriculum, right? We have included 4 new subjects, and the current batch of students, they are envious. Let me tell you that. They say that now we also wanted to study this course, but no, for the current batch who will be joining BBA department, it is a revised curriculum. It is up to date. We get the information from the industry, and it is updated curriculum. Now, curriculum is available in the college website. You can have a look into it. What are the minimum attendance percentage? No, that's not a mandatory thing. Now, maybe we'll look into that much. In a way, right? People should not consider what is the attendance requirement, and all that. You like a class, you come sit down there. And let me tell you, all the classes would be interesting. Though there are basic benchmarks, you need to clear that, okay? Once you come to college, there is a purpose of coming to a class, right? There is a purpose of you to know a functional area, right? So there is a purpose of your parents are sending you to college, right? Attendance is a basic requirement, fine. Normally it is 75%, but don't look at attendance. What is more important is what do you gain, what do you gain through the lecture. I would say every lecture is very, very important, and the information given in every lecture would be an eye opener for you in your career also. How is BBA different in MCC? Other departments, yes. BBA is quite different. There are a lot of things which is happening. You can even check the college website, Facebook page for that. Okay, BBA students. Now, definitely we have a cosmopolitan environment. We have people coming in from different states, different countries. A lot of activities, a lot of clubs are there. It is not only co-curricular. We have extracurricular activities. We believe in wholesome education in management as well. Is there any industry tie-up, internship? Yes, all our students will be doing internship, individual internship, going to the company, working in a company for about 30 days. Okay, that's a very nice experience the students get, hands-on experience. Some of the students get observed in the same company. They get placement in the same company. Our final year students, they have done internship. Some of them have got placement in the company where they have done the internship, and we have a tie-up with the companies also. We would also help students getting internship in companies as well. Will the classes be online or offline? Okay, in the college. Yes, as of now, the classes will be online. It doesn't matter whichever place you are in. Okay, the classes will be online. But if the government says things have improved, then that is the case all over India. Okay, it is not only for Chennai. Okay, be it in Delhi, Mumbai, or Kolkata, maybe the government says you can open the college, you can open the schools. If a school or college opens in Delhi, obviously school will open in Chennai also. Let's hope things improve as quickly as possible. The last 1 year has been very difficult, right? So you know that even 12th standard students have not gone to school much. It's been difficult, okay? And the students have not taken the exam. This is the first batch of students not taken the exam in a long time, okay? But in college, we managed online, right? The exams were conducted online. The students who were there in other parts of the state also, they had their exams online. Even some of the students were from Gulf, in Oman. The first year students, some of them are there in Oman, and one of the third year student was there in South Korea. They've completed their exams online. They completed the classes online, okay, being there in the same place, okay. So it doesn't matter, right, whether you are very near to the college, whether your home is 1 kilometer from college, or you're in a different state or a different country. It doesn't matter at all, right? Online mode of education definitely is there. How was certificate verification done? I think you need to upload all your certificates, so that thing is there. Your mark sheet you need to upload. The results you need to upload, that will be verified, okay. And once you get your 12th standard mark sheet, maybe they will allot a date for you to come and submit it, or maybe online verification also can be done. When will the classes commence for the first year? The admissions, the 12th standard results are, state board results are out. Admission process, people would have applied in various colleges. The admissions would commence very quickly. Admissions, I would say, would be complete in about 15 days time or so. The CBSE results are also likely to come on 30th of June. Okay, so when all the results come, obviously the admission will be over. We are looking forward for the classes to commence next month, by August 15, next month, based on the government's direction. Once admission is over, I think the classes can start. The government gives a direction, because let me tell you, we would be following all that what the government says, government of Tamil Nadu, government of India. Okay, we get the direction from them. We follow what the university says, what the government says. Okay, so based on that, the last few questions there. How would outstation students cope with the prevailing pandemic? As I told you, there's no problem at all. There are students who completed the course from Andhra. There are students who completed the course from Karnataka and also from Kerala. There are some of our students who are there in, I think Divya, right? She is there, who's doing MC right now. She's there in Mumbai. Okay, so there are students from all over the place, and through online we can get connected with people. And if things improve, definitely you can come to college, because the video which has been played shows how beautiful the college is. Okay, how nice and wonderful the college, with 360 acres. It's something nice to come to college. We also want the students to come to college on a physical environment. We miss the students a lot, but no, let's hope things would improve quickly, right? Even if you're outstation, you can manage with online education as well. The college is very, very, very considerate. Okay, so we would do a lot of counseling. The department does a lot of counseling, so that the students feel at home. Okay, last two questions. How could one participate in extracurricular activities? Yes, the department been overall winners of the college audition, the prestigious one. We've been winners for the past 2 years. That shows the department is performing well. The students in the department are performing well. And when you join the department, or maybe some of your friends join, definitely they'll be part of this elite group of students. because the mantle will be passed on from the seniors to the juniors. They learn a lot from the seniors. There's a lot of training we give, okay, as the faculty members. And we have a Tycoon Association, and that is very, very vibrant as well, okay. How do I get more information about the course? As I told you, you can send a mail across to me or to any of the faculty members. They will now ask some information from me and they will pass it on to you. Our mail ID is available in the college website. Now you can send that across to us and we would reply within 24 hours. Okay. Esther ma'am, can we have the curriculum quickly? Yeah. So this is the curriculum we have. It is already available in the college website because some questions were there. Now, what is that you teach? So I'll quickly scroll through. In the first year, you have English language. Now we have something called as a semester system, right? Semester, it spans for about 4 months to 5 months. And once one semester is over, you go to the next semester. Totally, we have 6 semesters, right? So in the first semester, you'll be learning principles of management, basic fundamental subject, okay? Already the subject, now some of the students would have studied, but on a higher side, you'll be learning in the college. Similarly, economics, whatever you have learned in your +2, maybe on a higher side. Let me tell you, even a student from the science background can definitely cope with that. Let me give you this information. In our department, 5 or 6 faculty members are from science background. We have done science and we have done MBA program, right? So this is not difficult at all. I would say that people from science can perform better. We have seen that, okay? Some of the toppers are from science background as well, okay? It depends, no? If you're very keen in getting into management, definitely you can consider that. And of course, statistics, basics in statistics. With that, the first semester is over. Semester number 2, we have business law, financial management, and we have tally. This is a practical paper. Now we have computer lab. Each one would be sitting in a particular lab, and tally is one software which the student should know. You can check the curriculum of other colleges. Tally is not inbuilt into their curriculum, right? So whereas in BBA MCC, we have tally, which is inbuilt, so that the students who want to specialize in finance or otherwise also, definitely this paper will be of great help. And the semester 3, in the second year, marketing management, financial management, taxation and business, right? Marketing, finance, you'll be knowing more about the functional areas. Taxation, definitely that will be very helpful. Now we have GST and all these types of taxes which are there. And that is one paper which we have introduced. And we also have this total quality management in operations, e-commerce, introduction to data analytics. These are all optional papers. You decide your functional area and you can pick up. Now you want to get into operations management, you can pick up total quality management. You want to get into digital marketing, you can pick up e-commerce. No, you can pick up one of the 3 papers. Now you want to get into data analytics, you can choose the introduction to data analytics. Semester 4. So we have production materials management, operation research, advanced Excel. Now this is a lovely paper we have introduced. This is a practical paper again, because when you go to a company, some of our students said that it was difficult to adapt to the company requirements. And they said advanced Excel, okay, is one paper which is very, very useful. And we have introduced this paper this academic year. And financial markets, as ma'am pointed out, now this is another area. Retail management, as I told you, supply chain management, psychology, emotional quotient, right? Emotional quotient, if you're emotionally strong, then you become productive in all walks of life, right? Okay. Point number 5, semester 5, research methodology. Now, these are traditional papers, international business, CPM, where now you'll be learning a lot, how to write your CV, group discussion will be there. You'll be doing analysis of a company, okay? and you'll be doing a lot of presentations. Now, that is one paper which the students like a lot. SPSS, it's a practical paper as well, computer training. So that is another paper. Semester 6, Indian business environment, major business sectors you'll be studying about the textile sector, software industry, things like that. Corporate policy, strategic management, what are the strategy companies follow, mergers, acquisition, things like that, human resource management. And of course, the last one is either you go for advertisement or training and development. And the last one there is project work, where you will be doing your internship in companies as well, right? The next thing, curriculum high points. Now we'll go through that quickly. Yes, industry, academy, interface, and the curriculum is up to date, right? Preparing students for business, practical know-how. We give some live project to the students, industrial visits we encourage, and it's about whole person education through team. Students love this a lot, okay? They practice management in the department. They'll be given a lot of tasks. Leadership qualities are developed. Team building activities are developed. Communication skills are developed. It is learning by doing, okay? Making learning a pleasurable one. Now we have something called as theater club. You've not have heard of before, right? Theater club, where students enact what is leadership. They act a lot of plays, okay? They develop their skills. The students also like that a lot. And point number 7, rediscovering one's core skill. As I told you, we encourage a lot of students to take up entrepreneurship, jobs, requirements. You want to start a business, we do that also. Semester abroad program, yes, we have semester abroad program where the students do a BBA program here. They go to one semester in a college in US, they come back. Due to the pandemic, maybe we didn't have that last year. If things improve, definitely there's a lot of other colleges we are looking into also to do a semester abroad program. Some of our students have done that before. You can go through the college, our department Facebook page, where the students would have given some information about that also. Yes, highly motivated faculty members. Now we have a very strong, very lovely team of faculty members. And all of them are here, and you can also check them up in the college website. Okay, they would definitely motivate the students. We treat the students with respect, dignity, and pride. Okay, once you come from school to college, maybe we treat you as gentlemen of Madras Christian College, and that is what we call them as. So definitely the teachers are motivated and mature to deal with the students as well. And of course, we have computer lab, exclusive computer lab for BBA department, where our students go and learn Excel and SPSS. The last point before I open up for interaction, eligibility criteria for BBA. Science students or art students, any student is eligible, right? Though maybe commerce students are more preferred, in the sense if a commerce student and a science student have the same cutoff, then obviously the commerce student is preferred. Otherwise, definitely yes, there are more science students who have joined BBA last year. The number is increasing, and because engineering colleges are closing down, people don't want to get into engineering. A lot of seats have been vacant. They don't want to take up any other science program. People are shifting to management as well. Okay, so science students, you can apply. You have good marks, definitely you'd be called in, right? So these are some of the questions. Now I think the floor is open. Anybody can ask your questions, right? So one by one, if you have any queries, you can ask, right? As long as you are interested, we are here to answer, right? It can be for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. We want you to clarify all your doubts, okay? Any questions, queries you have, you can unmute yourself and you can speak and you can ask, and you can mute your mic after that, and it would be nice if you can keep your video also on. The floor is open.
Sir, there's a question in the chat box.
What is it? Yeah.
I think it's from John. He says he's an American citizen and he's asking that is there any entrance examination is there?
Okay. There is no entrance examination, John. Being an American citizen, you can apply with the grades you have got. There are students now from America also, people who have studied before. You can apply with the grades you have got. You can fill in your application and you can load. That comes to us, we'll look into it. We would convert the grade into equivalent percentage, and based on that, the merit list will be prepared. There is no entrance exam for this. It is purely based on the marks students have got in the 12th standard, whichever it is, no CBSE or ICSE or state board. Any other question? You can unmute and you can speak. I think the technical team has given you the privilege now. You can unmute and speak and make it, it's a lovely opportunity to interact with the teachers, right? So you can speak quickly.
Happy morning, sir.
Yes, Darshini. I'll be happy if you can switch on your video also. If you're comfortable. Yeah. Yes, Darshini.
Sir, do we have any scholarship, sir?
Darshini, yes, we have scholarship also, right? There are certain scholarship, government scholarships are there. Apart from that, the college also has some scholarship. If you fall into that category, automatically scholarship or fee reduction is being provided.
So then what will be the percentage of that scholarship, sir?
No, see, government scholarship is there, as I told you. For that, no, I think you need to fall under a certain category. It is not based on, I think maybe it could be in terms of income certificate, other things. Okay, so definitely the scholarship has been looked into. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can I have other questions also quickly? Please switch on your video. It would be nice. Or people who are there in YouTube also, you can post. There are some of our technical team. Yeah, Megati. Any questions? Please feel free to communicate, right, to us. You have any questions in Tamil or maybe in your native language? It doesn't matter, right? So you can communicate to us quickly. And please use this time effectively, right? So when questions are there, normally we'll be getting at least 20 questions, right? So now that we have got one question, we are waiting for the other questions to come in quickly. Any other questions? So Darshini asked about scholarship. Yes. Any other questions you have? It doesn't matter. The same questions you have it in the, we have answered also. It's not very clear to you. You can ask that again. Shouldn't be a problem. Any questions related, you can ask. Any other thing which is there in the chat box or?
Sir, I'm Asha, sir. Good morning,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes.
I just want to ask if I want to take up something related to cyber security in the future, sir. Do I need like a computer science background or something?
Okay. Asha Krishnan, that's the name I can see. Asha, the point I'm trying to make is cyber security is one area which is really booming a lot because of the online activities, internet banking and other things. Okay, basic idea about e-commerce would definitely help. Okay, in terms of cyber security, you can do some add-on courses which are available, right? We offer a generic BBA program which would definitely give you an idea about what cyber security is. but you want to know be more specialized in that. Now, maybe you need to do some add-on course which is available. Now, maybe the college is also planning to come out with such courses to be posted, okay, as add-on course for the students. Now, I think in about a year's time, this would be available. But right now we have e-commerce as a paper in BBA curriculum that would definitely give you a lot of idea about cyber security. Tony sir, would you like to answer that? Tony sir, I think
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, would you like to throw some light on that as well, on cyber security? Tony sir?
Check. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. What do we teach on e-commerce? Yes, we can hear you, Tony sir. Or maybe some other teachers can also help us.
Yes, sir, I can do it, sir. So, Asha Krishnan, your question is right. No, as far as BBA is concerned, there are two subjects which will tap on cyber security and concepts like that. So, under business law, we have certain topics, as to what cyber crime is, different types of cyber crimes, all that you come to know, and then and about the Information Technology Act, the IT Act, which is nothing but the cyber law of our country. So that you will learn about highlights of that law. And then under e-commerce, you will be learning about business in entirety, not just about the retail activity that is happening, not just about what is happening in Amazon or Flipkart, but the entire sequence of the entire value chain, all the activities that takes place in the business, how it is done in an online environment using ERP, enterprise resource planning, or a CRM, that is customer relationship management. So all these things, and then about what is a website, how websites are created. There's no practical input on that, but then we will actually show you about how things done, what are the different steps in which a website is developed, what is a blog, and things like that. And as sir mentioned, if you have to really specialize in that area, if it is their interest area, then you can take up a separate course or a certification.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the information. Right. So because now we have people specialized in certain areas. Okay. So it will be nice to listen from them also. Right. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Asha, is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions, please?
Happy morning, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, if I'm planning to take CA in my future, what course of BBA can I choose, sir?
Okay. See, Yogita, you can go for CA. Shouldn't be a problem. Now, I'll tell you, Yogita, as far as MCC is concerned, we are having shift system, shift 1 and shift 2. BBA is there in shift 2, right? Shift 2 timing usually is, when I'm talking about regular classes, it starts by 1:30. It goes to about 6 o'clock in the evening. Okay. Shift 1, you don't have BBA at all. It's all traditional courses. You'll be having history. You'll be having sociologies. Some traditional courses only you'll be having in shift 1. Okay. Now the point is, the entire morning time you're free. So when you're free in the morning, you can also simultaneously do something called as foundation in CA. Some of our students are doing that. Okay, they do foundation in CA in the morning, and in the afternoon they come to class also. By the time they complete BBA, they will be completing the foundation course also, right? And once BBA is over, foundation course is over, they will be doing their the final phase in CA, and they'll be completing their CA also. So the courses you do in BBA will be of great help for you to do your CA program as well. Yogita, have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Any other questions?
Do MCC provide CA foundation coaching in the college premises section?
We don't provide a CA foundation coaching here in the college. Okay, we don't provide that. maybe that's a good idea, right? But we don't provide that. Maybe we can suggest that to the college also. Definitely, we would suggest that, ma'am. But as of now, we don't provide. No college provides that. I have a feeling that. Okay, CA foundation coaching and all that has been done privately, outside the college. But this is a good idea. We would take it up with the college management also.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? Now we have all the faculties here. They will definitely answer your queries regarding any topic. Yeah, please feel free to answer. We can take at least another 10 more questions now if they are there quickly. Anything related to, you can ask, definitely. Any doubts you have. Even the same person can ask another question if you already have. Now feel free to ask quickly. Any other questions? Any other questions, please? We can wait for some time. Be fast, because once we are completed, so then you don't have this interaction, or live interaction won't be there, right? So any other clarifications or questions you have, feel free to communicate. Either you put it in the chat box or you can ask. Okay, all right, fine. So as I told you, you can still keep in touch with us. Mail ID is available in the college website. Now you can go to that, you can keep in touch with us. All right. So we have come to the end of this program, and so I would request the MC, if she's there, to propose a vote of thanks, or I would request Professor Esther to propose the vote of thanks. MC is there?
I think Divya is not there, sir.
Okay, ma'am. No, you can just.
Thank you all for participating very enthusiastically in this webinar. And this was especially organized for you all in order to get clarifications on what career you want to choose and what are the different options and the different skills you have to be equipped with if you want to choose your career and whichever career you're passionate in. And I thank God Almighty for giving us this great opportunity to interact with you all. And I thank HOD sir, Dr. Armstrong Das, for giving us an insightful experience to the faculty as well as the students and whoever has joined this webinar. And I thank Dr. Millicent Serena for her excellent presentation. I think she has given clarity on all the new age areas in management and whatever is there now in the industry currently. And I would like to thank all the faculty who have put in their efforts to make this webinar a great success. And especially Tony sir, who has been doing all the technical support for this webinar. And right from the beginning, he's been interacting with you all. And thank each and every one of you. And let's hope we'll meet you all soon in college. All the best and wish you all success.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much. All right.